Hey, what's up, Eric? This is a demo video for you for your Nihilus hilt. Just got it done. So what I did is I installed this guy with a CFX Shtok NPXLs in there, and I did a fully removable chassis. So this guy is a little strange when it comes to the buttons. There's no way to hold them in. So what I do is I'll take this chassis out and I'll show you. I do have one strip of heat tape on the bottom of each button that holds these guys in place. The first time I did this was a couple months ago, and I had actually 3D printed some tools to hold these in place while you slid the chassis in and out. But I had found that became a little tedious. So I do tape these with one strip of heat tape on the inside. It does not interfere with the chassis and it keeps these nice and lined up. So you don't have to ever take this emitter off, but we can. So we'll take this off right here. This piece actually holds your blade retention screw. Sorry, over here. Blade retention screw right there. And then you can see your NPXLs right here. So there's two holes here. I utilize the back hole. I retap it for an 8/32 set screw. And that's what holds the chassis in place. So what we want to do to get the chassis in and out is we want to take this pummel cap off, unscrew it just like this. This will come off and then you'll see about this much sticking out. This holds a 24mm bass speaker, or a Saber Essentials speaker from Custom Saber Shop. So while we got it like this, we're gonna go in this hole right here, and it's right in line with your switches. That's the one I use, right? And we're gonna take our Allen key and just loosen up this set screw a little bit, just a little bit. And then this guy slides right out. Now, you can see the channel in there, right? There's a channel right here. And then your switches are on either side. So I use that channel as a pathway for that set screw that we just loosened, if you can see that inside there a little bit. And that's what clocks the chassis, and it also stops the chassis where it needs to go when you're pushing it forward. And then you can see your button or your switches stay in place. So your board is right here, CFX board. There is enough wire underneath this board where you can pop this guy up, get to your SD card, do anything you want to do, and then push it back down. I did not adhese the board. I like to do a press fit whenever I can. So that guy is a nice press fit down into the chassis. It looks, it's in there really nice and clean. And then you have your removable battery system right here. So the spring side is going to be your negative. So we're going to take our battery, put it in. You got the Britney font, but we're gonna skip over that. I don't really do the Britney font on the YouTube videos. So when you're pushing this guy in, it is gonna be a little tight right here, but that's on purpose, right? So everything's a tight fit. We're gonna come over here. It's not very lit up in my garage, but I'm gonna try to use a little bit of light that I got. When you're pushing this guy in, that set screw that we loosened, you wanna make sure that it is down in the socket just a hair so that it catches that channel in the chassis that I showed you. Just like that. I'll slide it past.
Hey, Father.
Hey, buddy, give me just a second, okay? So once we get that chassis in place, we're going to tighten down that set screw. Just like that. So we woke up the board. I'm gonna hit auxiliary. We're gonna go to crystal focus, or just, we'll pick Hoth, and I'll stop it there. So I'm gonna take the pummel cap, put it back on. The Britney font's not for sale, and it doesn't go to anyone but customers. So when you get here and it's tight, just keep going, you're fine. Just like that, it screws all the way on. And then we can take our emitter and we can screw that on as well. So now when you're looking at this, if you have these holes facing you, right, your left side is your auxiliary and your right side is your activation. So if I fire that up, Hoth doesn't have smooth swing, but you can see your NPXLs working well. Actually, I think the Obi one on here does. So we'll go to Obi one.
selection. Young lady.
This is General Kenobi.
So when you get to a sound font that you like, just hold down a button.
Surely we can be civilized about this?
Just like that. So we're gonna go ahead and throw the blade in. So like I said, on the blade retention screw, I did retap it for an 832. I just like to use the 832 grub screws. I'm not sure what they had on this, but it was super close.
Surely we can be civilized about this?
Now we'll turn it on.
Our guests have arrived. Let negotiations
Whoops,
begin.
I didn't engage the pins all the way. There we go. So it is kind of not as loud as other Sabers. This is a solid back piece, and this hole right here is the only place for sound venting. So you're gonna find that, you know, when we're tapping it for blaster deflex, or holding it down for blade lockup, that's the only place sound's coming out of, right? Now I do have this set up to where if you want to change color, you just hold down the auxiliary and twist your wrist. Spectrum. And now you can just twist the hilt. Find whatever color you want. Let's go with a green. Then just tap a button. Just like that.
There's never time to limber up.
So now
You can't win.
we got green.
Let
Right?
negotiations begin.
And I gave you a bunch of blade profiles on here as well. So to get to the different blade profiles, we'll do the same thing. We'll hold down the auxiliary and twist our wrist, but this time we'll keep the button held down.
Spectrum.
Keep holding it.
Blade profile.
Blade profiles. Now again, you can twist the hilt. And every time you hear it click, you're going to run across a different blade profile. Some of them don't pick up so well on camera, and some of them like this one do. There are a few on here. Oh, hold on. When you find one you like, just tap a button. So there are a few on here when you're going through the blade profiles that look like they're just solid blades, but they have different pre-on and pre-offs. So every one of them is a little bit different.
Lovely. More smiling faces. Let negotiations begin.
Now we got kind of an unstable green there. But as you can see,
You're wasting your time.
everything's working good on this guy. Hope it came out the way you like. I will have this out today. Thank you.